What is up, guys? Welcome back to another day of tuning the Evo 8. I just talked to More Automotive about the two check engine lights we had, and he asked me if I had removed the stock fuel pressure regulator solenoid, which I had not. It was still plugged in. When you go to an aftermarket fuel pressure regulator, you're supposed to completely remove the stock fuel pressure regulator solenoid and the pressure regulator. So I got that removed. Still getting a check engine light for that. Pretty sure he can just go ahead and turn that check engine light off in the tune. So we should be good to go there. I am gonna go drive the car, or try to drive the car a little bit right now. If you guys watched the last video, you may have noticed that it wasn't running all that well when I was trying to drive it. And I think that all had to do with that fuel pressure regulator solenoid still being plugged in. And I had the vacuum line for the new fuel pressure regulator hooked up wrong. It was going to that stock solenoid when it should have been going to the intake manifold. So I think my fuel pressure was like literally all over the place. But let's see if that fixed the problem. It literally wasn't drivable before. Let's try to take it down the road and see what happens. That is completely different. Before it would just bog out and die right away the second I hit on the gas or stepped on the gas. Now, as you can see, we're actually driving the car. Sick. It's always those dumb little mistakes, little errors that I miss sometimes, that I'm sure a lot of people do. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. It's always those dumb little things that just make your car run like crap or not run at all. Alright, sick. So now that we got that figured out, the car's actually drivable, we can probably start tuning from here on out. I'm gonna head back to the house right now. I probably shouldn't be driving it too much with just a base map on the car. AFRs are good, but that check engine light is kind of worrying me still. So let's head back. We got a few little things to do on the FRS, and then we can get back to tuning on the Evo. So what I want to start doing on the FRS today is start working on the alignment. I can't really just bring this car to a shop and have them align it. They look at me like I'm half stupid because I am running so much camber on it. They probably wouldn't do it anyway. From like 3 years ago onwards, I've always just started aligning my cars at home myself. The camber I just check on my phone with the app. It's called Pocket Pit. I don't know how accurate it is. It's always seemed pretty accurate to me. And then toe, I use the string alignment method. Is this method 100% perfect and 100% accurate? Probably not, but it's always worked fine for me in the past. So what I'm going to do on the FRS, we're running a staggered wheel setup. The rears are 18 by 11.5, fronts are 18 by 11s. So what we need to do is get the wheels to stick out of the car the same exact amount. I hope that makes sense. The rears are like a -70 offset and the front's like -50. So what I'm going to do is pull off a rear wheel, a front wheel, adjust the front offset with spacers until we have the same effective offset. I hope that makes sense. Let me get the wheels off the car and maybe I can explain it better when we have the wheels off of the car. One more thing, guys, we can't really align the rear of the car yet because we are still waiting on rear of control arms. The brand I want to go with, which is P2M, they are out of stock for about another week. So for now, we just need to get the front line. I guess I can still do the rear so we can drive the car, but we'll have to redo it when we get the upper control arms in. So we have both a front and a rear wheel off. Don't worry, guys, I set them down very carefully. The face is down, so they are flipped backwards right now. What I'm gonna do is grab a ruler, measure from the ground all the way up to here on the rear, and then try to match it with the front using a spacer. So say if the distance on the rear is 2 inches longer than the front, I'll add a 2-inch spacer. I hope that makes sense. So that comes out to right at 3 plus 5, that's like 8 inches, or 3 plus 6, I don't know, 3 on the ruler. That's what you guys see. I'll just add spacers to the front until that gets to 3 inches as well, which looks about like 1.25 inches spacer. Good thing I have a very large stock of spacers back here. Dope. As you can see with this, I think that's a 25mm spacer. It comes right to the 3-inch line on this ruler as well. So all we have to do pretty much to get this thing aligned with the string method is add one of these spacers on each front wheel, and we should be good to go to get the toe 100% dialed in. Guys, I know this isn't 100% accurate. This isn't the most efficient way to do it, but let's be honest. A car running this much camber, we're gonna wear through tires no matter what. And this is definitely just a show car. I'm not taking this thing around crazy corners. If I did, I'd probably pop the bead on the tire anyway. So yeah, save those comments. All right, we got the spacers on the front of the car. Now we're gonna align the car at the ride height, which is about 55 PSI front and rear. From there, we're just gonna string it up with a jackson on all four corners, run a string across the wheels. As soon as the string touches the front and back of both front and rear wheels at the same time, on all four wheels, that means the toe is zeroed out. So you see how the string is touching the back of the wheel right there, but not the front. We got about a, I don't know, 1/4 inch gap in the front. This is the front wheel. That means the front is towed in. The toe on the rear is pretty bad as well. The back of the wheel has about a 1/8 inch gap. All right, she is all aligned. There's nothing else we can really do to this car except maybe get the windshield replaced and tinted until we get those rear upright control arms in. I got the rears to fit a little bit better, obviously not as low as I would like, but it is drivable like this now. So we should be good to go to drive to Spokane and get our cracked windshield replaced. All right, so we haven't heard back from the tuner yet about the Evo 8, but who I did hear back from, and it's very, very exciting, is the machine shop that has all of the Evo 10 motor parts. So I'm gonna run in right now, jump at the Tacoma, run in and get everything. I wanna see if that block is still runnable at 86 mil, which I'm pretty sure it is. They said it should be fine. So let's go take a look at it, make sure everything is good to go, and then we can get all the parts ordered that we need for this motor build. Beautiful, I like it.
This is all lightweight, huh?
Yeah, it is.
All right, good luck this time.
Thank you, man, appreciate it. Well guys, just like that, we got the, let me turn this AC down. The block, the girdle, crank, manly rods, head. I don't think I'm gonna be using this head, it's an old head. Let me know you guys' opinion down in the comment section below, but I'm really thinking and contemplating of doing cams this time around. My new tuner is highly recommending to do cams, specifically GSC S2s with the springs and titanium retainers. And the reason for that, obviously more horsepower, higher end horsepower as well, and instead of revving to 8,200 RPM, we should be able to rev to around like 86, 8650, which would be massive with a big turbo. Obviously it likes to spool up high, so I think we'd make so much more power up high, and it's not all that expensive for a nice set of GSC cams. The only thing and the only reason I've never done it in the past is I always hear horror stories of the Myvec, the exhaust cam gear breaking when you do aftermarket cams. I hope that doesn't turn into a problem. That's why I'm asking for you guys' opinion down below. Anyone that has built Evo 10 in the past and that have done cams, have you had cam gear problems, or is that kind of just like a myth and doesn't really happen all that often? Because I feel like I always hear stories about that. So if you have cams in your 10, drop a comment down below and let me know how that is going for you. Oh yeah, I guess I should update you on the block. Cylinder number 4, which was the cylinder that piston came apart on. There was like a ringland failure. It was a tiny bit scratched up. They were able to hone it out, but it did go, pretty sure the machinist said they honed it like 50 over, so it's nothing crazy. I will be definitely 100% like always checking the piston wall clearance when I get the pistons in, but I think it should be fine. If not, if I feel like the pistons are gonna be too loose, I can definitely bring it back and go back to an 86.5 mil, but I really would like to stay with an 86 mil piston on this motor, especially if we're gonna be revving way higher, you know what I'm saying? So I think that'd be pretty sick. But yeah, I think that's it for today's video, boys. We may be adding a new motorized vehicle to the channel, So stay tuned. That'll be in tomorrow's video if I do end up picking it up. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I'm done talking. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Peace out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode.